guys, welcome back to Shut Up and Sew. Today we are going to learn how to do some quick fixes. The first one is actually going to be this hoodie. We're going to reattach the drawstring, which is a common problem we all have, so I thought that would be going to be useful. So there's actually two ways to do that. The first way is going to be using a safety pin, and then the second way is going to be using a bodkin, which is more of a sewing tool. But first we're going to show you how to use the safety pin. So you just kind of run it through the drawstring, close the safety pin, and then insert it in the hoodie. And then the safety pin just kind of makes it easier to glide through the hoodie, and then you can pull it right through. So that's easy, but a bodkin is a lot more easy, and this is a more like sewing tool. So you just clamp it down onto the drawstring, and then you just slide down this little ring, and now you can pull it through the hoodie. Bodkins are super easy to find. You can find them pretty much anywhere, any craft store, sewing store. I think even Walmart sells them, they're like $2. I think everyone should have one in their just collection just to have, because this is a common problem we all struggle with, and this is so much faster. As you can tell, it goes really quick. We're almost to the end already. And there we go. So now we have it pulled through and your hoodie is fixed, which is great. So we're just going to take that off and tie a knot. So there we go. And now you have a fixed hoodie, and it was so fast. Anyone can do that, which is great. The second thing we're going to do today is reattach a button. So I hate hearing when people say, oh, I can't even sew on a button. It's so easy. You can do this. Anyone can. So you're going to just figure out where the button was originally and kind of lay it right there. And for this, you're going to need thread, obviously. You want it to match, preferably. A needle and a pair of scissors. So whenever I'm tying a knot on my thread, I like to double my thread so that it's really thick, especially when you're sewing buttons. And then you want to just knot it 3 times so that it stays really good and tight and doesn't come through. So there we go. And now you're going to just pick a random hole on the button and come through on the back side. For the first hole, you kind of just stick your needle through and then place your button on top of wherever your needle came through at. So you do that, pull your thread tight, and now you're going to go back through to the second hole, go back onto the back side, and pull it tight. And now we're going to flip it over, and we want to go right in about where we came out. So you're going to go back through, pull it through tight, go through the first hole again. And you're going to do this about 4 times just to make it good and tight. So we're going to flip it back over, go back in where we started, and you kind of just have to feel your way around. There's no exact science to it. Pull it tight, go back to the next hole, pull it tight again, go through where you came out, and this is the last time for this row. So we're making 2 bars with this style button. It's just the way you can do it cross, but I'm going to do it 2 bars, so like that. And now to do the top part of the button, we're going to go back to the back side. And once again, just kind of feel our way to a hole until you end up in one of them, doesn't matter which one. Pull it tight, go over to the next hole, go to the back side, go back through your hole, just like this. And you're going to do this 4 times. And fun fact, I actually made this dress, so that's really cool. And yeah, so next time you can tune in to see me make this dress. It's really super fun. And so I actually just broke my thread, which is, you know, professional level right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to retie the thread, and it's going to be fun. It's casual. And because this is a button, you would want to redo that step just because you don't want it to come loose. Sometimes if your thread breaks, it might be secure, but for this you'd want to restart. And so then we're going to pretend like that worked though. We're not going to rethread it. So I'm going to show you how to do the knot real fast, as if it did not just break. So you're going to bring it through. So the way I like to do it is go through your fabric one time, make a loop, and then bring your needle through that loop, and now pull it tight. And then to hide your knot, you want to go through the first layer of fabric. You don't want to go over to the other side of the fabric because you don't want it to show. But so it's not showing through the front, but you can see it on the back. You pull your thread through, and then you can cut off your tail. And now it's kind of hidden away in the fabric. And so that's how you sew in a button. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching Shut Up and Sew with Claire, and I hope y'all will tune in next week.